Hey guys, we got a new free character coming tomorrow, as well as a new unique equipment for a Legends limited character as well. So it is Monday still. I think tomorrow they'll show us what the actual character is here, and they'll show us what the character is for the unique equip. We actually already do know this, but this one, I mean, I like how they say comment with your predictions, as though we could look at this and be like, yeah, it's going to be X or it's going to be Y. The funny thing about this is the color scheme kind of does make me think of Beast Gohan, but I don't think it's going to be Beast Gohan as a free character. If you think about all the different free characters we've gotten, right? If I just pull up the, let me just pull up the free of what is event exclusive is the tag. Let's see here. You will notice that there's no Super Saiyan 4 Goku, there's no Vegito Blue, there's no UI Goku, there's no Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Like, there's no super mega ridiculously hyped characters that are free, and so I think Beast Gohan kind of falls into that same category. So I would highly doubt this is going to be him, but the colors do make me think of Beast Gohan, like the purple and blue here. So I don't know. Comment with your predictions. Who the hell knows? I don't know. Goku Black. Let's take a Goku Black at this point. This, though, we do know who this is going to be, and it is Sword of Hope Trunks. So I am hoping that we also probably get a Zenkai announcement tomorrow as well. I think the 6th anniversary, so we started with LF Full Power Broly with his Zenkai. And then I think the next week, like right after that, was Zenkai Fusion Zamasu. And then we ended up getting Kid Buu's Zenkai later on in the anniversary, but we got those two essentially back to back. I think if they're not going to give us an LF Zenkai tomorrow, it should at least just be a normal Zenkai, a 1% Zenkai. Zenkai the Transforming Goku Black, the green one. Why not? It's Legends Fest, right? This is not enough content for this week. You can't just give us a free character and a unique equipment and call it a week for Legends Fest. That's not going to cut it for part 1 of Legends. No, we're not doing this. Okay, I will not be happy if this week's content is literally just this and that's it. All right, I would not be okay with that. Let's just say that. All right. So we'll see. We still have a whole day tomorrow to see what they're going to show us. Again, I do expect them to just show us like what characters these are both for. But for the equipment, Sword of Hope Trunks, the good thing about this character is he's on, well, I guess I'd say like 3.5 teams. Vegeta Clan is a real team now with Majin Vegeta. Hybrid Saiyans is a real team. Future is, I would say, actually a real team, kind of. I'll talk about that in a little bit. And then Weapon Wielder, I would classify as not really a real team, as in competitive team, but it is probably going to get there eventually. So I'm going to put this as like half a point. So he's on like a decent amount of teams here, right? Weapon Wielder, Future, Hybrids, and Vegeta Clan. So the biggest travesty that could happen with this guy's unique equipment is they do the thing that they did with like some of the other ones we've seen, where they limit what teams he'll be good on to get the full effects of the equipment. So like if the 2nd slot or 3rd slot of the equipment specify that he needs to have like a full Future team or something, that would be really bad for this character, because I think actually I am most interested in this. For me, it's Vegeta Clan, right? We have Majin Vegeta, who should theoretically, again, we don't know what the equipment is going to do yet for this guy, but theoretically, this guy should pair up really well with Majin Vegeta. Yellow and blue have always paired up well. Majin Vegeta has the buff removal against ultimates, which could pair up well with this Trunks having endurance. And they're both strike-based and stuff like that. So I think they actually should work pretty well. So we potentially could have a decent core here of Sword of Hope Trunks and Majin Vegeta for Vegeta Clan. And you could throw on like Fusing Super Vegito as the 3rd character, or you could just slot in a leader slot character on that team. Ideally, you wouldn't want to put a leader slot character on there, because Majin Vegeta needs Majin Buu Saga category characters to get his ultra ability. And remember, the one thing I really don't like about the design, well, there's a lot of things I don't like about the design of this character, but one egregious thing is this guy doesn't Z ability buff Vegeta Clan for whatever reason. This is like asinine to me. Majin Buu Saga or Saiyan. No, they could have just given him Vegeta Clan too. Like, why not? Why do they hate Vegeta Clan? They dropped a Majin Vegeta Vegeta Clan, users have been waiting for an Ultra Vegeta for like 3 years, and he doesn't buff Vegeta Clan. It's actually ridiculous. So I think even on Vegeta Clan, you probably need to leader slot this character. This guy is the second character, and then I guess you're probably just gonna end up using this unit here. I mean, it's not this guy's not, I literally just like 2 seconds ago just recorded a showcase on this character. He actually did pretty well, and I think he's still a pretty effective character. You should be really cautious with how you use him. You really don't want to get caught by like Majin Vegeta. Like Majin Vegeta catching this character and Majin Vegeta catching Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta essentially is no different because they both just die in one hit. Like, it's the same thing. The only thing is this character can also just get crushed by Vegito Blue, but again, you just gotta be really careful with them, but they can still have their spots where they Rising Rush and just change the entire game. So it could be an interesting setup here depending on how they buff this guy. Remember, this guy also Zenkai buffs this unit too, so that opens up a lot more options for bench possibilities where you can maybe double, even triple Zenkai buff this team, so it could be interesting there. But in terms of the future team, here's where things might get a little bit controversial. I would say Future has kind of like 1.5 builds, kind of a half, right? This guy's easily the best character on this team. It's not even close. No one even comes close to touching Vegito on this team. Goku Black is your number 2 character that you include here. He's not nearly as good as he should be. I don't think he's been done justice by the Legends team at all, but he is still the second character you're going to include on Future. And then I think in terms of the third character, it's just going to come down to Mai or Fusion Zamasu. Me personally, I probably prefer this Fusion Zamasu over Mai. Fusion Zamasu is a tankier character. He's got the AoE green card. He's got the, I think, slightly better matchup against Majin Vegeta just because of the guaranteed strike card draw into the card destruction immunity against Majin Vegeta. Mai has the anti-endurance, which is very good. But I think Mai just, if you're not instantly available with a rush to just kill Majin Vegeta with Mai, she's probably going to struggle a little bit more with him than Fusion Zamasu would. But at the end of the day, I think it probably just comes down to preference, which character fits your playstyle better between Mai and Fusion Zamasu. I think I personally prefer Fusion Zamasu, but they're very close, they're very similar. So it's going to be Vegito, Goku Black, and Mai, or Fusion Zamasu. And that's essentially your future team right now. I think depending on how they do this Trunks Zenkai, things could get interesting because you replace the Mai / Fusion Zamasu slot with Trunks, and all of a sudden you have a pretty hard to kill team. You have Vegito, who doesn't have endurance himself, but he's lowering sub count and deleting buffs when the enemy uses a big attack. You have Goku Black, who does have endurance himself and is deleting buffs when the enemy does a big attack. And then you have this guy who also has endurance, right? So this team can potentially become pretty difficult to kill depending on how they build this Trunks equipment. So I actually think this is a pretty interesting equipment to drop now. Again, mostly because Trunks is not just relegated to always being a future character, but also because he's on hybrids, which just got, for whatever reason, the green, like, why do they keep giving us Trunkses? I guess is my question, right? We got this Trunks here. We got this guy's getting an equipment. I understand they didn't give us a summonable Trunks here, but this is, to me, I think, like, even more so than how they designed Goku Black, which I think is like a war crime against game development. This Trunks is probably the biggest question mark for me in the entire Legends Fest so far, right? They had an exceptional character they could have Zenkai'd here. They have another exceptional character they could have Zenkai'd right here. And then even a third one potentially with the Cell. I mean, he's still future character. And they picked this. I would have even taken these guys, right? I mean, what is this guy? Essentially does nothing. But he is a Trunks character, and now we're getting another Trunks buff. So I would assume this is still related to part 1. I don't think they're hinting at anything with part 2 with these Trunkses, but I don't know. We'll see. This guy could be a pretty nice inclusion as the third character for a future build featuring Vegito Blue and Rose. But we'll have to wait and see how they design the equipment. Let me know what you guys think. Tomorrow we should be seeing the reveals that this is going to be Trunks, and then whoever the free-to-play character is going to be. And then I'm hoping they do show a Zenkai. I would be very upset if they didn't show a Zenkai tomorrow. I think I would at that point feel comfortable doing a rant video, like a real rant video, which I haven't done since 2021. I'm gonna have to bust out like the real ragey rant video because this has been This is I mean, it wouldn't even just be in reference to this Legends Fest. It would probably just be referencing the entire year. This entire 2024 has just been, it's been something else, man. They have not done a good job this year. Besides Anniversary was really good, but besides that, but we'll see. I'll give them a day, see what they do. They could give us a potential, even if they're not going to give us an LF Zenkai, just, you know, take a look at the future. Like, there's a million characters they could Zenkai Awaken. They could Zenkai Awaken, I mean, my first pick, I think, if they're going to do a 1% character, this Goku Black would be a really nice pick, just because he's a hype character. He's exciting. I did actually a revisit on this character a few days before Legends Fest began, and I just have a lot of nostalgia for this character. Rage Trunks could be interesting. This purple Vegeta, this could be a big 1% Zenkai as well. So you just have a lot of characters here that you have the selection from to Zenkai Awaken. I don't think they're ever going to Zenkai this Green Mai, by the way, but she would be an insane bench. Oh my, she already is insane. But yeah, hopefully they do something with a Zenkai character, because if this is the entire week, this is very weak. This is a very weak week. Just a unique equip for Legends Limited and a free character for Legends Fest. Like, we're still kind of towards the beginning of the festival, and I don't feel the excitement, to be honest with you guys. So we'll see what they do, and we will reevaluate tomorrow or the day after. Let me know what you think. See you guys in the next one.